people, hello world. My name is Yola. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to talk about what I was thinking about when I was walking. So a little while ago while I was walking, I was thinking about us being the bakers of our lives, because we are the creators of our lives. So with that being said, I started thinking about the analogy of us baking one cake each day. I think that's doable, okay? And when I was thinking about us baking one cake each day, I was thinking about the ingredients that we would have or need in order to make a cake, and the fact that sometimes when we're baking a cake, we have to use different ingredients, meaning that each day you're gonna have to use what you have in order to make something. And in this analogy, I'm gonna be using cake, right? The title of this video will be something like the recipe to winning. And I thought about that because I was like, I am a winner. I will win simply because I decide that I will. And I ended up watching this woman. Her YouTube channel is called Manifest It, Finesse It, and her name is Gaia. In her videos, she tends to explain the fact that in order to have whatever we want to have, we have to know that we already have it. So I already know that I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber for a hot minute. And before I became a YouTuber, before I started to accumulate followers on YouTube, I had to believe within myself that I am already a YouTuber. I promise you, my following did not move until I had solidified within myself and in my mind that I am a YouTuber, and then I allowed my actions to be repetitive. Meaning that I was consistently creating videos, consistently uploading. I had my own schedule for myself, and I have one now. If you guys are seeing me, hey, what's up? I am a YouTuber, what's good? Yeah, with that being said, so I was watching a video from her where she was explaining self-concept, and she was explaining the fact that we lead our 3D. Please, if you guys wanna have that fully explained to you in a kind of tough love manner, she is your girl, okay? She is my girl. She's my motivator, bro. She's telling you how it is. She's telling you the information and what it is, and she's allowing you to take it or leave it because it is what it is. And I'm just I be taking it because I'm like, girl, I'm so happy for you to teach me and tell me something that you already know to be true, that I know to be true, and that as long as I listen and I follow it, test it out, try it out, I'm seeing results, okay? So what does it mean to lead your 3D? It means that in order for anything to happen, you have to happen. So as a YouTuber, in order for you guys to receive my videos, I have to be creating the videos. In a sense, I have to be ahead of you guys, and I am. So by the time you're seeing this, I'm already on my I'm on the 10th video after this. Right now, I'm already 8 videos. Yeah, I'm 8 videos ahead in real time. I'm leading my 3D reality because I know where I want to go. I know that I'm a YouTuber, so I'm creating my videos and I'm putting them out in a consistent manner because they're meant to reach other people, for one, and for two, I'm a YouTuber. This is what I really enjoy doing, and there are messages that come to me that I think are so intricate and fascinating that I want to have conversation with other like-minded people and or teach other people who don't quite have the same mindset as me so that they can adapt it or learn things so that they can implement them in their lives and then better their lives. Because personally, I go through things in life and I love to find people who are able to give me the advice that I need. And I believe that there are people in this world who will receive the message that they need from me. Here I am, continuing. I was reading a book. I'm a lover of books. And in the book, it explained the fact that each human matters. All of us matters, right? And what we do matters. Because when we do something, we cause ripples, right? For those who don't know what ripples are, think of a rock that falls into a body of water and then there's a bunch of little waves that go out. As human beings, we are in this realm where when we do something in the spiritual realm, which is right here in the earth realm, we just are not able to see it with these eyes. there is a ripple effect that happens because everything is energy. So we are energy, everything is energy, buildings, everything on this plane is energy. So when we want something or when we do something, there is going to be an effect, right? That action causes waves to ripple out from us, and it ends up hitting things or reaching things on that frequency, which then result in us having a ripple return to us. I'm trying to explain how I understand things. So I hope that makes sense, right? We send out a ripple, it hits something, whatever it hits sends back the ripple off of it, right? Or it's received well, and then there's a new ripple sent out to be received by us. This is so interesting. Anyways, when it comes to being a YouTuber, I send out a ripple into the universe that I am a YouTuber each time that I create the video, I edit the video, I enjoy editing the video, I do the best that I can do in editing the video, I upload the video, I title the video, and I put it out, right? That sends a ripple into the world that I am a YouTuber. So the universe knows that girl's a YouTuber. Not only did she create the video and do all this stuff, but she pressed the post button so people will be able to receive and find her video when they're supposed to. In due time, as I continue to send out ripples, right? Dropping stone by stone by stone by stone into the water, into the pond of me being a YouTuber, all of those stones that I have dropped in the water are bound to come back to me. They won't come back to me as stones. They'll come back to me as, basically each stone is like a coin that I've dropped into the well. And those coins are valuable. Now that I've done the best that I can to explain the fact that we lead the 3D, now I want to connect the fact that we lead the 3D to us being bakers and the fact that we are bakers every day. Now, the reason I got the analogy of bakers is because I watched this girl's video on TikTok where she basically was talking about the fact that this is her year where she's gonna get things done. She's gonna win because she's gonna get things done. She's not gonna overthink it, she's gonna get it done, okay? The second that she thought about it one time, she should have did it, right? She thought about it, she's doing it. That's what she said. And if she thought about it 2 times, she's doing it then because she shouldn't be thinking about it 2 times. And the second that she thought about it 3 times, she really needs to get it done because what is she doing, right? And when I saw her video, that video was so inspiring that I ended up receiving the message that she put out for that video, and I took it and I moved. Because I realized that no amount of thinking and no amount of overthinking is gonna get things done for me. I have to just get it done, right? This is my year of being a doer. I am a doer, I'm a winner. In order to win, you have to do, right? There is no one in this world who has been able to think, oh, I'm gonna run to the finish line and I'm gonna be the winner, without actually then having to run against everybody else and reach the finish line, cross the line, have the actual ribbon hit their waist, and then pull it along and have the real results in order for them to actually be a winner. I hope that analogy makes sense, but basically, the analogy she used is that it's like being in the kitchen, having all the ingredients to make a cake, having the oven, and then walking out the kitchen. Or being in the kitchen, mixing all the ingredients together, and then putting the cake batter in an oven that hasn't been turned on. And she was like, that's what she's realized that she's been doing, is that she's been doing all the work, being a trier, efforting, right? Creating this beautiful cake, and then not even turning on the oven to bake it, and then being upset at the fact that she didn't have the cake. Why? Because she didn't finish what she started, right? So, as a baker, in order to be a baker, you have to finish what you started. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Keeping up? You keeping up? Right? So I realized that each day I live my life, my goal is to make a cake. Now, each day I make a cake, it's a different type of cake. There are so many types of cake in this world, it's ridiculous. Like, you can literally probably make a cake, a different kind, every single day. And or focus on building a beautiful cake every single week. Whichever way you want to work it. But personally, I think I benefit from making a cake every single day. And the way that I make my cake is I give myself, like, let's say 6 to 10 ingredients that I would like to receive or have each day. And I'm gonna go ahead and explain it like this. So the past 2 weeks, my routine has been solidified. It has taken me a full month in order to reach that place. So week 1, I had to set an alarm clock and hope to God I woke up to that alarm clock. And when I didn't wake up at that time, whenever I did wake up, I just tried to do my best for that day, right? But what I realized after a few days of, struggling to wake up is 1, I'm frustrated when I wake up because I'm not used to a routine. 2, when I wake up too late and I go about my day, I feel like a slowpoke because those around me who I run into have already done so much with their day. So then I feel like I wasted so much of my day trying to sleep, trying to wake up, and I didn't like that. 3rd, when I wake up later in the day, I realize that I care less, so that I don't do more. Literally. So now I'm walking around outside looking any type of way. And what I realized is that, like, regardless of other people's perspective of me when I don't feel my best, I like to look a certain way. Like, I like to look like I care. Because even when I don't care, I feel like it just sucks when I look like I don't care too. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just the type of person, it's like, some days I don't care, but I don't always want to look like I don't care. Like, I want to look put together and then not be caring or not remember that I put myself together, so then I can, like, I don't know, enjoy my day better. Personally, I feel like when I look good, I feel good. That's me personally. And even if I don't feel good, when I look good, good things happen. That's personally me. Like, I could look good, not feel my best, sit still, somebody's coming up to talk to me, somebody's trying to offer me something, somebody's smiling at me, somebody's working on raising my energy, and ironically it works. And then in my head I'm like, what made that person come up to me? What made that person engage with me and talk with me? And more often than not, the answer that people give me is because you look good. Or they could tell that, like, my energy on the inside wasn't really matching with my outside, and they're like, I was just hoping that I could, cheer you up and make your day better. And I'm like, that actually did work. Like, I'm so happy. Like, thank you. Let's get back to the cake analogy. With the cake, you have ingredients that you need. Some cakes you need eggs, oil, the cake batter, and potentially water, right? I think that's the most basic cake possible, is those 4 ingredients. I know that there's somebody out in this world who are gonna be like, no, actually, you can make a cake with 3 ingredients. Honey, I'm being general right now, okay? Like, let's not be too literal here. The point is, you need ingredients in order to make a cake, okay? So each day you make a cake, you look for whatever ingredients you need. And remember that not every day do you need the same amount of ingredients. Some days you make the 3 ingredient cake. Some days you make the 4 ingredient cake. Some days you make the 8 ingredient cake, because you have the energy to do so, right? It all depends on how you feel, how you're thinking, how your attitude is, what your perspective is on the day, and how you choose to go about the day. Like, all of that matters. All of that matters. Because as I was walking, I realized that there are so many triers in this world. And just because you're a trier doesn't mean that you'll be a winner. And the only reason that I say that is not because triers don't deserve to win. I believe that everyone who wants to win deserves to win, but that you really have to consistently do in order to be a winner. Because your doing has to compound. Your doing has to compound. Your doing has to be who you are. So, in order to be a winner, which is a doer consistently, you have to do more than try. Because if everybody's trying, yet things are not necessarily being done, then you're unable to have results for all the efforting that you've been doing. Because when I think of trying, I think of trying as effort. Right? It's like if you ask somebody, hey, can you go to the store and get me this thing? And then they come back to you and they tell you, hey, I went to the store, I saw that thing, I didn't see the brand that you wanted, so I didn't get that thing. But then they tell you, I tried. Right? But they come back to you empty-handed. Now in your mind, looking at that person, you may be like, you know what, they really tried. And they went to the store and they saw that they didn't have the ingredient, and then you probably let it go. Personally, me, if they didn't have the ingredient, if they didn't have the exact title ingredient that I asked you to get the next one. As long as it's that ingredient because I needed it. That way, when you come back to me, the story is different. You're saying, hey, I went to the store, I tried to get you exactly what you wanted, yet because I was unable to find that thing, they didn't have that thing, I got you the next best thing. What a lot of people don't realize is sometimes the next best thing is enough, is more than enough, actually. The next best thing is more than enough because the next best thing will get it done. And what I've had to realize and what I've grown to realize since living in this new country is the importance of getting it done. What I realized is that I've been living here for over 2 years now, and today's experience, which I'm not really gonna go into, but I had an experience today that showed me how much I've grown as a person since living here. Literally, I've always been a trier, but I used to be a person who gave up quickly. Like I would be like, I tried once, I tried twice, I tried 3 times, I'm done. But what I realized is that just because I tried that many times, that wasn't enough. Because although I tried multiple times and I had the proof that I tried those many times, I can't lie. I wasn't even the type of person who tried just 3 times and I quit. I probably tried 5, right? Like I tried consecutively a good amount of times and then I'd be like, okay, I'm done, right? But what I realized is that trying that many times and not getting what it is that I wanted to get done didn't help me. That's what I realized. What I realized is that when you're on a mission to get it done, getting it done is the only answer. As a winner, getting it done is the only answer. I don't want to hear, oh, I tried 1 time, I tried 10 times, I tried 15 times, I tried 20 times. I want the story of I tried 50 times and I got it done. You hear the difference there, right? It's not about the amount of times that you tried, it's about the fact that you got it done. That's the most important part that I feel like a lot of people miss because they're so focused on effort. And I'm not gonna sit here and say that effort doesn't matter, because it can, and at certain times it does, but almost isn't good enough. As the winner that I am now, getting it done is the only answer. A couple years ago, I made a video where I literally said that, like almost isn't good enough. You can't say, I almost became a nurse. You can. There's a lot of people who have that story of, oh, I almost went to college. Oh, I almost graduated. And it's like, how long are you gonna live with the almost? And why didn't you finish? Like if you wanted to tell the story of you acquiring that thing, you had to finish it. Literally, you had to finish it. Because then it's like, what benefit is there for you telling me what you almost could have did? What you almost could have been? How you almost were better than you are now? Like, I'm not trying to be offensive and I'm not trying to go deep, but I'm trying to be real, like real for real. Each day, the goal is to get as much done as you can. And realize that in getting things done, they don't have to be big things because small things add up. For example, when I was talking about me adjusting my sleeping schedule and now having a new sleeping schedule, let me talk about the benefits of me having a new routine. Because I have a new routine and I get up early in the morning, I'm able to cater to how I look, right? Brush my teeth comfortably, take a shower comfortably. If I want to have a cup of tea, I have enough time to boil the water to make myself a cup of tea, add all the things in it, you know, speak all the affirmations over it that I want to. If I want to read in the morning, I have time to read, all before I get dressed to go on my walk. And then, get this, if I want to dress cute, I have enough time to do that and time to do my makeup, right? That's 6 different things that I can do in the morning, yet not every morning do I want to do those 6 things. So then it's like I might pick the top 4 that I do, but by having the freedom of time to choose what it is that I want to do, it all impacts my day. That's what I've learned, is that what you do in the morning sets up your entire day. I'm not the first person to say this. I feel like a lot of people say this because it's true. It really is true. And when you set your vibe from the start of the day is completely different. What I realized is that waking up early in the morning and getting out my house before the sun has even risen, sometimes it looks like it's like nighttime-ish. Getting outside my house around that time, I feel like it's a whole different vibe of life. Because as I'm outside, when the sun is rising and I'm eating my breakfast, I've already won the day. There's so much that I did within my house. Then the fact that I went on the walk and then I also had breakfast, I beat the morning and the sun is now coming up, which means people are now starting their day. People are starting their day and I've already started mine. I feel like I already have a foot ahead. And there is no race and there's no competition, but that's just the truth of when I wake up earlier. Because then my mind is more awake because it's been awake longer. So then it's like I see things differently than I would have had I woken up later. Right? And I experience different people because of the time that I get up. What I realized is that there are people who come out in the afternoon, there's people who come out in the early morning, and I personally enjoy the people in the early morning. Because it's like some of those people have been up since before I even saw them. So now it's like we're both meeting and it's like, what have you been up to? And they're like, oh, I did all of this. And I'm like, oh, I did all of this. And then it's like, what are we up to now? With the cake analogy, I want everybody to keep in mind that you can switch out the ingredients for the cake at any time. There are vegan cakes, meaning that not all cakes need butter. Not all cakes need eggs, right? Some cakes you're gonna use a banana. Some cakes you're gonna use applesauce. Use what you have to make your cake. To make your cake. I keep going back to cake, and I feel like some people are missing what I'm trying to say, but on my walk I was able to clarify that for me personally, the cake that I'm making each day is taking care of myself. Taking care of myself. I am the cake. Right? Come on now. So how do I bake myself every day? I wake up early in the morning. I read. I write. I go on a walk every single morning. I have breakfast. I talk to people. I go ahead and make sure I get my meditation, right? I'm letting the sun shine on me. Sometimes I'm taking my shoes off and I'm grounding on purpose. I'm going to sit by the water. That's 10 things. 10 different things that I'm doing to take care of myself. And those are all ingredients that add up. They add up. They add up with how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, how I'm moving. And then those 10 ingredients are things that I'm doing, but there's a whole nother layer to the cake of who I'm being, right? And personally, I'm focused on being a person who's kind. So if somebody smiles at me, I'm smiling back. Somebody waves at me, I'm waving back. Somebody tells me good morning, I'm saying good morning. Somebody's looking at me, I'm telling them good morning and I'm smiling. I'm presenting the kind of energy that I intend to receive. I'm putting out a welcoming, loving energy and I'm receiving it in return. Yeah, each day I'm making my cake. I'm making my cake. And what I'm realizing is that each day I'm eating a really, really good cake. As long as I get up early in the morning and I do all that I have to do, I'm getting really good rest at night, right? I ended up stretching yesterday because I've been walking so much, and last week I walked so much that I was sore, right? Then I ended up going to a bonfire, which was amazing, which was also for self-care. Then it's like, it's a new week and I'm back to the walking and back to being busy, and I have a whole foam roller in my room. Last night I came home, and when I came home, I had my time to read, and at some point I was like, I'm not gonna go to sleep without stretching. And then I was like, you know, I don't really want to stretch, but I was like, I could definitely foam roll for a good 5 minutes. I'm so grateful to myself for foam rolling. In fact, I'm adding that into my routine, where I walk between the hours of 7 a.m. till 4 p.m. I get home, and then I have about 4 hours of wiggle time to do whatever I want. If I need to take a nap, I take a nap. If I want to listen to music and have a gym session, that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna create content, that's what I'm gonna do. If I'm going to, I don't know, meet up with a friend, that's what I'm going to do. If I'm gonna cook, that's what I'm gonna, like, it's just a space of time where I do whatever it is that I wanna do. If I need to clean, I'm cleaning. And then stretch, shower, water, bed. I'm in bed and knocked out by 10 p.m. Knocked out. Not gonna lie, if I struggle to go to sleep sometimes at night, I fall asleep by midnight. And my body still gets up 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like my eyes just, they're like, hey, it's literally, I don't even need my alarm clock. I've been trying to set my alarm clock thinking that I need it. For some reason, my body gets up before my alarm clock. Because it's just like, I don't know if it's the walking, I don't know what it is, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So in order to be a builder, be a baker. Make your cake. What making your cake means? Take care of yourself every single day. Do what it is that you have to do to take care of yourself. We are simply complex plants. We need sun, air, water, earth, food. Those are the 5 things we need, okay? Go your behind outside, sit in the sun. Go on a walk, that's good energy, that's good charging, that's good for your mind, it's like a meditation. Go to your nearest body of water, sit down and watch the water. Drink yourself some water, okay? Make yourself a cup of tea. That's also what I be doing sometimes. Then, for the earth, go step in the park. Go for a walk in the park. Take your shoes off and put your foot in the grass. Walk around the grass. Go to the beach. Put your feet in the sand. Come on now. Y'all feel the vibes. Y'all feel the vibes. Then for the air, wind is going to be blowing right past you, honey. Especially if you go to the beach, right there, you got like a triple threat. Because you got the sun, you got the grounding of the beach, and you got the air flowing by you. And boom, you super taking care of yourself. You super loving yourself. I never knew how beneficial walking could be to me. Like, I've been walking for a long time because I don't currently have a car. A lot of times, I wasn't utilizing walking like it being a way to reset my energy, a way for me to meet new people. Something has changed within me. Basically, something has changed within me where I have decided the fact that I'm ready to be a winner in a new way. And what that means for me is that each day I'm investing in me being the winner that I know myself to be. And I know personally that as much as I love working out, I feel like walking right now is like my best friend, especially being that I live in a place with hills and stuff, so I'm always walking up and down, walking up and down. So I'm really, really getting a good workout, and I'm walking hours a day. I'm walking for hours every day. And I feel like in a way I'm walking so much that it's like I'm walking so much and then I'm writing so much, like writing, that it's like my mind is like seeing new things. And as I'm walking, I'm taking different streets, taking different ways. Like I'm switching things up like every day because it's just like I'm trying my best not to get bored of walking. and not to stop. I'm trying to see like who I become on this journey of me being a early bird, waking up early in the morning, heading outside, taking care of myself, caring about how I want to look for the day, picking out my clothes on purpose, and basically just living my life on purpose. So the recipe for being a winner is having a routine, having all the things that you need as a complicated plate that you are every single day, right? Every single day I'm having my water. I'm having the sun, except for on the days when it rains, okay? I live in a tropical place where you get sun every single day, except for on the days that it rains. And it doesn't rain often, so it's like it probably rains once a week and it probably doesn't rain the entire day, but if it rains that entire day, then that will probably be the off day that I have. Each week, I allow myself one day of just nada. And that doesn't mean that I do nothing for the day, but that just means that's the day where I do not necessarily have to leave my house and go on a walk and do all those extra things. I might just open up the shutters and let sunlight in and vibe out in the house. You know? It's time, honey. It's time for you to win your life. You are a winner. Lead your 3D. Do what you know you need to do and come on. The 3D will catch up to who you're being. So right now I'm ahead, and by the time the 3D catch up to me, I'm gonna be even farther along my own journey. So I hope that this was helpful. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. I pray that you enjoyed this. I pray that it was helpful. I pray that it was informative. And I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Peace.